All right, people. Somebody's going to have to come up with a better thing that shifts everything into one place. That's how it's going to be. Because people like me who are just body workers or who are energy workers I'm sorry, we just don't have all tech savvy down. This is why the young ones are needed. Thank you. This is why they come on and help us with tech stuff. I'm chasing a button for the past 3 minutes. All right. Welcome to Be So Light. I hope to be so light because I need to be as light as possible. All right. Get yourself some water. Get yourself some. Let me get situated here. I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone's being loved. Come on in. Get your pen and paper. We're going to be talking some energy things here. Let me get all my stuff together. Okay. Get water. Remember, I said stay hydrated. All right. All right. So let's talk. First thing first. What is A.V.P? Well, first of all, let me tell you, I am in review on my second book now. And this one is going to just be, for now, just an ebook because it's lightweight. It's easy. It's all about just a feel-good book. It's one of those, come on, get going. Let's do this. So it's one of those books where it gets you in that mindset to be creative, to remind you of who you are. Breathe that in. To remind you of who you are. So the title of the book is Crown, Queen, Throne, and Rule. Yes. Why did I name that? Because for a very long time, and still to this time, as I was growing up, I had a nickname. And even in a lot of my other places where I worked and what, they used to call me Queenie. Well, Queenie doesn't do that. Queenie doesn't do this. Queenie doesn't do that. And then when I had the pleasure of checking out my bloodline and doing research on my DNA, it does go to a castle. It does. I am connected to royalty. And I said, well, no wonder. That's why this happened. So I got the nickname Queenie. And it's because my friends would tease me and say, oh, Queenie, don't do that. Queenie don't do dirt. Queenie don't do bugs. Queenie don't pull weeds. Queenie don't do that. That's true. I don't. I tried to do that, but I'm sorry. Some of you saw in the last class I was teaching on YouTube, I was in the yoga class, and there was a species that had too many legs coming towards me on my yoga mat. I'm sorry. Yep. That species was going to stay in permanent savasana. No problem. Anyway, sorry, you were coming at me with too many legs. I felt threatened. So today we're going to talk about this particular A.V.P. No, it's not Alien versus Predator. I know that was what you were thinking. Good movie, though. But no, it's not Alien versus Predator. Actually, if you kind of think of it on that symbolic way, I could put that in code. I'll have to play around with that because it could go into code. It really could. But the reason why I'm letting you know about the book is because it will be loaded up on ebook form. It will be loaded up on Amazon, so it will be there, but it probably will be there tomorrow. It'll be loaded up, ready to go, and I'll come on and talk about it. We're going in through the reviews, and then we got to set up the cover and all that good stuff, and I got to put all that together today. So, hey, second book. Hey, self-published. Hey, an author. Hey, I took call to action, and I'm getting that info out. And the next book, I've already decided it's going to be purely magic. Because that's who and what I am. I love my magical self. We're all magical divine beings. All of us are. I don't care who you are, what life you walk in, what you're a creator. That's all there is to it in a nutshell. You come from the heavens, you come from the cosmos dust. You are a creator, and you have to make choices on what you are creating. So, with that being said, let's move on into what do I mean by that. Okay, so A.V.P. I want you to get a piece of paper. I already showed this on Facebook, but I'm going to show it here too, because I have not learned yet how to link everything up. So I have to do it in 2 different places. So bear with me. I'm working my cosmos self. So here, just take your paper. And it doesn't matter what kind of paper you have. It really doesn't. But get your paper and fold it. And if it blinks out for a second, I'm probably freezing or doing something strange. I see some flashing going on up here. Not all knowing what that's all about. But we'll just flow with it. So take your paper, and I need you to fold it. Okay? And I want you to take a pen, either pink or purple, whatever color you want to use. Okay, and on the front, I want you to write, I am worthy, or I am loved, or I am worth it. Okay, however you want to word that on the front, and I want you to write it on the front of it. Okay, open it up. I want you to write on the top part, I only do things that make me happy, or that's perfectly aligned with my heart. Okay, so write that on the top. Now, in the middle, here's what A.V.P. stands for. I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need anyone's validation. And I don't need anyone's permission to be who I am, to do what I came here to do on this earth. Okay, your soul journey. Let me repeat that again. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's validation. You don't need anyone's permission to be on this earth to do your soul journey. Okay, many of us get caught up in trying to exist on this planet, doing things that don't make us happy. This is why we have heart disease. This is why we have strokes. This is why we have depression. This is why we have suicide tendencies. This is why we have obesity. This is why we have diabetes. This is why we have high blood pressure. All these things build into doing things that don't make you happy. And you're so busy trying to please other people and trying to be in that category so that you can be happy. And that's not what your life should be about. Your life is about how you are showing up in the world and how you're honoring yourself. And I'm saying this message is coming through for anyone that has gone through trauma, things that they grew up with, and they never got a chance to heal from that. It still sits on them. This is for you. You need to let go of that pain so you can move forward. So you can actually value and understand who you are and to love yourself. If you cannot love yourself for who you are, how do you expect others to love you? How do you expect to get into a relationship of love? How do you expect that? Right now, because of the paradigm shift of what has happened and how we have moved and literally shifted to a different paradigm of energy, the old timeline is dissolved. So if you're still coming from an old timeline of energy and pulling that in, you are not, it's not going to fit in now. It's just not going to fit. Even relationships that have now have been relationships or whatever it is coming undone because it no longer fits in the new timeline. So welcome into the new tribe of Be So Light. Welcome into the tribe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a place of tribe energy. And in this community, we're going to build this with becoming your true, authentic self. I am a 2-time cancer survivor. I have seen things on this planet that normal people would say it doesn't exist or it's not real. I've seen things that can't be explained. I've seen beings that cannot be explained. I've had things happen to me that cannot be explained. I will share my story with selective people and tell them what has happened to me. But like-minded people, they get it. Other people, they don't get it. It goes over their head and they label you as crazy or, oh, she's out there, or her light's not working too bright, her cookie dough's not baked all the way, and someone's got to bring home more oxygen for her thought. All these labels we put on someone that's had something that can't be explained. And I'm a living proof of that. Living proof of that. So I only teach from experience and what has happened to me. And I share that with everybody. And I have very wonderful, loving people in my life right now. Thank you. You know who you are. That get me, and I get them. And we're just that same, cut from that same cloth. We get each other because we can't talk all of this wonderfulness to just anybody. It doesn't work like that. So the reason why I'm really pushing this teaching on, you don't need anybody's approval or validation or permission, is because a lot of times what happens, we get so caught up in waiting to be validated or getting stuck in a cycle of, I got to get this certification or I got to get this in order to do what I'm going to do. That's old. That's old way of thinking. That doesn't work now. Now's the time you get your downloads through yourself and you move and you step into the new you and you start to move forward and start doing what you are really called to do. Stop being entertained with things that delay you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know you're supposed to either be writing that book. You know you're supposed to be writing those songs. You know you're supposed to be starting a new business. You know you're supposed to be getting your work out there. You know you're supposed to move. You know you're supposed to travel. You know you're supposed to do your new artwork. These things are coming up now and will keep pressing on you until you do it. Take that in. Take some water. It's going to keep happening. So start moving into your new life. Letting go of what doesn't work anymore. Letting it go. And shifting into that new energy. Start moving into it. This is why I'm sharing with you about that approval. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it played a big picture in my life growing up. I was always seeking approval. I was always seeking validation. You know, I was always seeking those two main things so that I can feel like I'm doing good. or they're happy with me. I don't care no more what anybody says or thinks about what and who I am and what I do. I'm here in a good way, showing up, doing what I came to do. And yes, sometimes I trigger people because I'm trying to get you to look at something, but we are all mirrors for each other. So it is none of my business. And I never got this during my teachings from a lot of elders when I would say, oh, they're talking about me and I didn't do that. And then the elder would turn around and say, it's none of your business what they say about you. I go, what do you mean? It's none of your business. And I finally got that. It isn't any of my business. Because 9 times out of 10, when people, or I should say 10 out of 10, when people are saying things about you or formulating it or gossiping or creating drama, it's about them. It doesn't have anything to do with you. So this is why I'm having you write. You don't need anybody's approval, validation, or permission to be who you are, because you are you. And nobody else can be you. Nobody else can do what you do. If you're a healer and you do excellent healing work out there and you have your work out there and you're doing your thing, no one else can do what you do. You have your signature on your spiritual soul blueprint work of what you do. No one else can do you. They can imitate you all they want, but you are the original DNA copy of that. Ooh, sorry, I got a little electricity going on there. So it snapped. But you have the energy for that. Okay? So no one else can do you. No one can be you. You are you. You are your own signature self. You are your own healer. You are your own true connection of everything that you are doing. Okay? So it is essential for you to be who you are. It is essential for you to be authentic. Not faking a smile, not faking something that you know is not yours to be doing, picking up something that's not yours to be doing. That's what we call it. Why you pick that up? Is that yours to do? Because if it's not yours to do, don't be picking it up. If it's not your medicine, don't be doing it. If it's not your medicine, you will get burned in it. So, do you understand what I have just spoken to you? What I'm saying to you? Does everybody get it? I only have a couple people up in house, except for the ones that are kind of sitting out in the bushes. They're not saying anything. But do you understand how important it is for you to be your true, authentic self? To really, truly connect to that. I'm going to keep driving this home until you get that inner happiness, until you get that inner love, until you get that place of yourself to know, oh my gosh, I need to really live from my true self. I really need to honor that. I really need to be true to that. Okay, in this tribe, the Be So Light tribe, it's all about awakening and staying true to yourself and staying in that higher frequency. Yesterday, we worked with those numbers 7344, 744, no, 747, 787. And then we work with the detox frequency for the body of 25,000 or 30,000. Okay. Working in frequencies, working in things, and creating the life you need. Stop repeating the same pattern. You are not your mother and father life, only if you choose to live that way. So stop repeating the same pattern. Stop being afraid to step out of the box and do something different. Stop being afraid to step up and step into you and own yourself. Stop looking for somebody else to rescue you from you. Try that one on. Stop looking for someone to rescue you, from yourself. You are your solution to everything that's going on. You are the solution. You are the creator. Uncreate if it's not feeling good. I would say this all the time when I was teaching my yoga classes. I would say it all the time at the end of class. I say, you are the solution that you're looking for. You are that. And more so now, since we're in a new energy paradigm. More so now. You are that. And this is what awakening and being inspired to be true and authentic. Some of you are sitting back, waiting for the heavens drop it down in your lap and say, here it is. Here, take it. Really? Come on. You are it. This is it. This is showtime. Curtain is up. Speak. What do you got? What do you got to offer? What do you have? What do you want to feel like you're moving towards? What are you creating? What are you doing? I hope I have your attention. I hope you like and share and subscribe and share this. Because your old way of thinking and how you function is done. You're being called up. I want you to sit with that and think about that, what I just said. Some of you are sitting, waiting for that silver platter to come around and give it to you. You are the solution. You are that. And you are worthy. And I'm going to keep shifting that energy in those thought patterns because we don't hear it enough. That's what's wrong. We hear all this, take a pill for this, take a pill for that. We hear all this, are you having weight problems? Da 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 da. Do this, do this. Well, let's get to the root issue of what is causing you to be unhappy. Let's get to the root of it. Let's just yank that Band-Aid off and get to it. Because hurt people are the ones that like to hurt other people. They never got a chance to heal their wounds. They never got a chance to clean it up. They never got a chance to fix it. So they go around and hurt other people because they coming from that place. So, you know what? Take it off. Let's go. What do? Okay? So, yes, I heard that. Yes, I am on fire today. I don't know. Something just came. I felt the energy coming in and I was like, uh-oh. Because, you guys, I channel. If you know me personally, you know I channel a lot of the higher benevolent beings that come in. And life is just different now. It really is. So, everybody make your notes. Did you get the notes? Put it on there. I want you to set it next to your bedside. So first thing in the morning, you see it, you do your prayers or your meditation, you join up with your divine team to help guide you and navigate you through the new energy. Because everything's new now. You're being acclimated to that. So this is for the ones that are hearing the messages. Now, I talked about this, I think a couple videos ago. I'm not sure. talked about Lemurians. This is my first Lemurian that I purchased. This was over, I want to say, I'm going to have to say probably about 10, 15 years ago. I think so. When I first started going up to Mount Shasta. This is from Mount Shasta. This came from the Crystal Bowl shop in Mount Shasta back in the day. Bev, I believe she still owns her shop. So the Lemurian crystal. Okay. Lemurians are very specific to their ways. There's always the staircase to heavens. There's always the lines on them. This is more like your generator. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. This is an ISIS one. This has 1, 2, 3 triangles on the sides. So it's a generator. It's an ISIS one. It's a really good one. It even has a filtering chloride in it that runs through the base of it. This one's been with me for some time, and I paid a pretty penny for this. And it was kind of interesting because I kind of got my hiney smacked by an elder who says, "You are a crystal keeper." And I said, "Yes." "Stop that. The crystals will come to you." Because I paid too much for this. I did. I had it on payment plan. Payment plan. And when you're a crystal keeper, your crystals, they just show up. They just come to you. Our prices are reduced because they know who you are. And crystals will talk to me and tell me what's been done with them, or something has been done with it. So I can either change it, clear it, or I'm aware of it. So crystals are always talking. So this was my first one. And I have other ones that are golden Lemurians. That means they started with the nice rust color coming up through the bottom, and then it just filtrated all the way in. It's like a orangey color. That's an iron that kind of goes into the crystal. So, and the new one is this one. This is the newer one. This is really good. This one is very centered, very talkative, very imprinted on. Love it. Mount Shasta. Had to get it. And it has its staircases here, staircase here, staircase here. And lots of information is in this one. I recently just got this one because I had a dream that I actually saw myself have the crystal, and I was putting it on my altar. And I woke up and I said, Lemurian's coming. So I got it. And then come to find out, two other people that I knew in my circle in life had dreams about a Lemurian crystal. They were getting a message to get a Lemurian. Okay, Lemurians, because they are seeds, they are messengers, they are receivers, they hold information, and they help with transmitting and integrating. So here's the thing. If you are being guided to getting a Lemurian and being told to get one, you need to get one. People who have the Lemurians, you're going to be at certain places at certain times when these are being activated for a reason. So anyone that has been having the dreams about Lemurians, that's been having the feeling like they need to get a Lemurian, you need to listen, because there's a reason why. And these Lemurians, from what I was told by hierarchy, the divine team in the cosmos, they are linked to the mother Lemurian, that is the oldest Lemurian, that is huge, where these come from. She's huge. When I was dimensionally taken to see the mother Lemurian, it was so huge. I stood there. I could not talk. I could not say anything because it was so spiritually, just in that spirit realm, seeing it. It was so huge. The guide that was with me says, we can't get to the next lesson if you do not speak or say something to me. And I just was frozen with it. And that being just says, well, this lesson has come to an end. Back to bed you go. I was back in the bed. I wake up. I'm like, that was the hugest Lemurian I've ever seen in my life. So from what I was taught, the Lemurians, the mother Lemurian, that is from the beginning of time, the mother Lemurian is the one where these is the one that brings the seedlings of this into the earth. So as I'm holding this is like heating up, it's getting hot. So if you're getting information about getting a Lemurian, please listen to that, because there's a reason why you need to have it. It's a reason why you need to get it. Okay. So I'm going to start to close out. Is there any questions anybody has before I go into the next part? Any questions? Hot. Talking about Lemurians. Is everybody doing okay? Just breathe that in. I think my next live, we're going to move into some light language. For sure. Okay, no questions. Good. All right. Going on to the next phase. Feng Shui time. Okay, I want you to take a look at when you enter your home, your front door. The furthest corner off to your left is your wealth corner. And then the furthest corner off to your right is your relationship corner. So I want you to make note of that and take a look at those corners. I'm going to have you do just one homework assignment. I'm not going to teach about this yet. I want you to take a look at it. What sits in that corner? What sits in your relationship corner? What sits in your wealth corner? And how is that being filtered? Because if it's cluttered, if it's a lot of stuff in that corner, you're not getting the correct flow that you want with that. You're not getting your flow. So your wealth corner and your relationship corner. So take a look at that. And then I will bring more info on that on the next live chat. Okay, if there's no questions, I just wanted to come on and share what A.V.P is so that you can start recalibrating your thought process. Okay, so that you do not keep running the same pattern. One of the things with spiral light therapy, the spiral light healing, it goes into the root cause of where that's coming from. So I'm inviting you to take a look at that so that you can kind of know where that's coming from. Where is that? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go and finish out my day and finish the book, cleaning it up, put the cover on it, load it up onto Amazon. I'm really happy I got that book written. It was fun to write. And it's a good, feel good. It's like, that energy, and it as you look at that. So be good to yourself. Thank you for coming to the Tribe of Be So Light, and go out and make it work. Have a great day. Be good to yourself. Bye.